EuroLeague Round 19, Real Madrid against Bayern Munich. Booker from Bayern receives the ball and starts a penetration towards the basket being defended by Tavares from Real Madrid. The referee then calls an unsportsmanlike foul on Tavares. This is a correct call. Tavares holds with his right hand Booker's shorts in order to stop his penetration and therefore does not make any attempt to play the ball. This is the first criterion for unsportsmanlike fouls. Our next pick is from round 13 of EuroCup between Venice and Valencia. Oyeleye from Venice received the ball in the corner being defended by Valencia's Sparks and attempts a three-point shot which is not successful. The referee then calls an unsportsmanlike foul on Sparks. This is a correct call. The guideline given to the teams and the referees is that when a defender places his leg within the landing space of the shooter, and then the foot of the shooter lands on the foot of the defender, this will always be called as an unsportsmanlike foul. This guideline has been introduced in the competition to protect the shooters and reduce ankle injuries. EuroLeague Round 15, Alba against Partizan. Spaniolo from Berlin is on transition and the referee calls a foul on Washington from Partizan. After a coach challenge, the referees upgrade the foul to an unsportsmanlike foul. And this is a correct call. Washington makes an unnecessary contact in order to stop the transition. If Washington tried to reach in for the ball, then this would not be considered as an unnecessary contact, and it would therefore be a personal foul. This criterion is the third one when judging unsportsmanlike fouls. Something else to note about this criterion is that it will not be applied anymore when the offensive player has started his act of shooting, and then the contact occurs. For example, if Spaniolo was in the act of shooting when Washington made the contact, and as long as he tried to play for the ball, then this would have been called as a personal foul in the act of shooting and not as an unsportsmanlike foul. EuroLeague Round 15 from the game Fenerbahce against Monaco. Lloyd from Monaco steals the ball from Fenerbahce's Guduric and starts a fast break. The referee initially calls a personal foul on Guduric, but after a quick meeting between the referees, they upgrade the foul to an unsportsmanlike foul. This is a correct call. Guduric caused an illegal contact from the side to Lloyd, who is progressing towards the basket, and there are no opponents between Lloyd and the basket. This is called as the last defender foul, and it is the fourth criterion for unsportsmanlike fouls. As it was said for the third criterion, if the offensive player has started his act of shooting, then it cannot be considered as a last defender unsportsmanlike foul. The final clip is from EuroLeague, Round 19, Asvel against Milan. During a fast break, Lee from Asvel is driving to the basket being defended by Gillespie from Milan. The referees call a personal foul in the act of shooting. Following a coach challenge, the referees decide to upgrade the foul to an unsportsmanlike foul. And this is an incorrect call. The contact does not meet any of the criteria to be considered as an unsportsmanlike foul. Firstly, the defender makes an attempt to play the ball, and the contact is not excessive either. Finally, it cannot be as a last defender situation, because the offensive player has already started his act of shooting when the contact occurred. So the initial decision was the correct one, and it should be judged as a personal foul. This was Inside the Whistle. Please leave your comments below and see you next time.